That's
You
right,
know what time
everybody.
it is. You
Hello,
know what time
everybody,
it is.
and welcome to the spontaneous edition of the Anton and Cal show. Yes, we will not be shameless. We will not be lying. We originally had other plans. We were going to do a brand new show that we were wanting to unveil tonight, except for I feel like our guest just fell asleep at the wheel. Although, you'll be watching this, so we love you, Jesse. Have a good night's sleep. Um, and yeah, we'll reschedule and we'll do this show again. We actually want to have like a big panel and stuff for that. So it's one of our big planned shows. But we are here on the post game, I guess, of Saturday, in which Arsenal are waiting, or Sunday now, I guess. We're waiting upon what could happen at Anfield to almost determine maybe where our season goes. That's kind of how I feel right now about Arsenal right now. We got so much to get into. We are going to kind of stick to a little bit of our original script. So we're going to talk about some of the other clubs today and review what was a wild Saturday in the Premier League. So we are going to, do a lot of that stuff. But of course, we're going to talk about Arsenal. We're going to talk about where we believe our fate lies in the league, how confident we are that Liverpool is winning tomorrow. So hashtag you'll never walk alone. I'm a red for the day, so I'm on loan for the next how many hours it is until the end of that game to Liverpool, which given the things I used to say at the start of the year, you would not believe that. Anyway, I'm here as always with my co-host Cal. How you going, brother?
Of course, I'm going good. I'm feeling good. Dude, like, my prediction was 100% correct. If you watched, I don't know, I forgot the name of your show that we did. Upset Alert.
Upset Alert.
If you watched the
our
Upset
show,
Alert, or rebranded to our show, because that was originally on HotSport, and Anton kind of migrated that show onto the onto Fathom Cannons, and I was on there, and we did predictions for every single game, and I predicted a 3-0 win to the Arsenal.
I did a Saturday recap of that just for banter purposes.
So where Cal was right.
I gotta make one of those.
Yeah. So and I'm so happy about that prediction, to be honest, and I'm happy about that result.
Big up to the Waffle Don. Go and follow the Waffle Don. He makes excellent content. I've been on him on the Gooners Therapy. Great guy. And Don must be over the moon because he has always been somebody who has been very level-headed and backed this team anyway. And so, and of course, by the way,
don't be shameless. Don't be shameless, Jake. Cup Chasers. Also check out Cup Chasers. I'm right a lot of the times. We know this. And Katan, nice to see you here, buddy. He said, need Liverpool to get a result today. I'm worried more about United than City, to be honest. You don't need to be worried about Manchester United. You don't need to be worried about anything they do.
Wait.
The only thing you should be worried about is that having
you're saying that 9 points clear over City is a great lead. So you're saying that you're worried about 9 points clear over Man United, not 12 points clear over Man United.
Is it 12 or is it more than 12?
It's 12 now. It's 12. 12 points clear.
I thought it was 15.
No, it's 12. Remember they beat us head to head, right?
Yes, 12 points. That's disgusting. 12 points ahead of Manchester United. Yeah, like they're not going to win every game for the rest of the season, people. And even if they did, we'd still beat them. Not worried about Manchester United. They can hold that. Giddy FC. I'll say it. I don't like Manchester United.
Giddy FC.
Yeah, Giddy FC, bro. They win 4 games in a row, and they think that their players are the best in the league. I'm hearing Casemiro's the best midfielder in the league. I'm hearing Bruno's the best 10 in the world. So Carrick is doing a fantastic job. Yeah.
Well, while we're on it,
he's doing a fantastic
job. We might as well bring up our first topic of the show. Now that we're on it. So obviously Yesterday I was gonna have a very nice graphic that it's gonna look weird, like in like weird green outlay, because that was for my other show, so I'm not putting it on the thing. Although I wasted time making a graphic, but yeah. So Man United beat Tottenham, and I have to say this about Man United. As much as what Cal's just saying, I find that Man United are a lot more confident in the way they play. You can tell that there's a lot more joy in the way they play, even prior to them getting the one-man advantage. I felt like Man United were all over Tottenham anyway. One of the reasons why Romero made the foul in the first place is because they were on the back foot. Man United really, really heaped the pressure. I noticed, it's so funny because Amorim is so, proud about, being a coach who likes to get his teams to press, but Carrick gets United to press 10,000 times better than Amorim ever did as the manager of Manchester United. Didn't this 4 game people like
on the real, on a serious note, what Amorim did to Manchester United was a crime against football. The fact that he dropped Menu, who is one of the brightest young stars in the Prem at the moment, didn't put him in the team. The fact that you take one of the most creative 10s and clinical 10s in the world, he's not and you make him a DM. I don't like Bruno that much. I think he's still it's rocket football for me, but he's still extremely effective and he works in certain systems. The fact that you take that Bruno Fernandes, who's the guy who's passing, he doesn't like holding the ball, he doesn't dictate play, you make him a DM.
Bruno looks what are we revitalized right now, doesn't he? He looks so good. And by the way, Cunha and Mbuemo at the moment are just. I mean, Mbuemo feels like he's scoring all the time. Cunha feels like he's scoring.
They just have more joy.
Sesko has been tremendous. I mean, even though he's coming off the bench, he's been tremendous since Carrick took over. Actually, go back to even to Darren Fletcher. I think he's been good. Really, since Ruben left, Sesko woke up, been a completely different player. Yeah, I think they defend, but this was their best defensive performance. But again, given the fact that they had a one-man advantage, I'm not that surprised.
To be honest with you, before, honestly, I think there's a lot of results-based analysis. Before Romero, first of all, we haven't even talked about Spurs. Spurs are absolute trash. They're garbage. The fact that, it was actually a decent game before the red card. And then as soon as Romero, I don't want to hear about this guy again. I seriously, we had to endure Romero, Gabriel, and Saliba conversations 2 years ago. We had to endure Rice Basuma conversations. Imagine having to endure those type of.
Do you want to hear a fun fact? Terry floored about this fact on yesterday on Killing the Game. Since he signed for Tottenham, no player in the Premier League has been red carded more times than Romero.
Wow, that's insane. Caicedo's probably trying to catch up to him, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
But
Luke. I think if are you a Man United fan? Because this is, I don't see Yok suffering whatsoever. Do you see my thumbnail? He's like Yoka's doing these on the floor, bro. You know what I mean?
6 games. I think he's doing just fine.
Yeah,
I think he's doing just fine.
And as our boy Jake said in response, Gyokeres is 15 GA, and if 9 points clear is suffering, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. Exactly, Jake, my wingman.
I said it today with Terry, and the post match, I said we have to be done with the Gyokeres jokes because at the moment this doesn't make sense. He has specific panelists on certain shows who every week go on Staffy and like to make Gyokeres jokes every single week. I'm like, it's not going to stick anymore, bro.
They're going to try. They're gonna keep trying. The thing is, it's like he's gonna keep if we continue playing Havertz as at 10 and he continues linking up with Gyokeres, because Gyokeres, if you haven't noticed, Havertz is trying to find Gyokeres every time. It's the first person he's trying to find.
Yeah. Luke, to be fair, he doesn't smile because I think the little part of him that's a bit psychopathic. Like if you look into his eyes, he's always like.
He's
Like
smiling
his
under the
eyes are like,
mask when he scores, bro. Like, come on.
yeah,
Like, we know
he smiles
this.
in interviews, but yeah, in games he's got his game face on, which by the way I
Yeah,
love. But you look into his eyes, and he's got the crazy eyes, like
yeah.
Gyokeres.
He's actually
You know
kind
what I
of,
mean? But
yeah, he's not like a normal guy. Like, and I don't think you want your striker to be like a normal person. I think
I mean, but you know
even
what? Holland smiles, and it literally rattles everybody. His smile is so easy.
yeah,
Every
how
time
like
I'm like,
yeah, Holland dressed up as the Joker for Halloween and was just walking around. He's like 6'6" or something. Like the dude's like a mass giant, just walking around in a Joker costume.
yeah,
So he's not. I don't think he's like a normal guy either.
yeah. Both of them are
Yep.
clearly both Batman fans. One likes to dress up as Bane, the other one is Joker. So
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's actually true. And they're both villains.
I love
I
this.
believe.
Chris Hintonia. By the way, I think this is your first time in here, so make sure you're hitting the like button
No,
and
I think he was here
subscribing.
before.
Is it? He's been before? All right, my
Yeah,
bad.
I think so.
Arteta got his light bulb out again after losing to United.
Yeah.
You know what? If that works, then let's fucking go for it.
Hey, what I would say about this, Luke, if you're still here, buddy, is that what you guys did for us, I think would probably help us win the league in terms of the fire that we needed. Because if I'll still say this again. I think if we drew that game, we, you know, I'm not sure if we would have woken up like we did after that spanking.
Yeah.
Because after that spanking, we haven't conceded a single goal in the Prem, and we've won all our games.
Yeah.
So
And by the way, we had that. I think you're right. You have to listening to that, press conference pre-Kairat. By the way, that's when it kind of started. He said, we want to go out and have more fun. And you can tell that they are. Though, like
yeah.
after that Zubimendi goal, like even like if fucking Jesus could even just stay remotely onside. That's the second time, by the way, in a couple games
he's forever
where
onside.
he's had fucking penalties given to him and then taken away because he can't stay onside.
Yeah.
Like twice now.
Yeah.
Do
you think
even
Ryan
Havertz, by the way, before
shaky?
the end of the half, he almost curls that one in the top corner himself. Like,
yeah, that was a good shot.
You could tell that we're playing with a lot more joy.
We could have had a 2 screamers. That Declan Rice, that was almost a screamer. That Kai one was really good. Calafiori was shaky. He's a bit shaky today.
To be honest, it's his first start in a while. So
the reason why I'd say Raya was a bit shaky. Okay, this is what I'll say about the game. Yeah, the reason why Raya was a bit shaky was because the ref was literally allowing them to do whatever they want. Like in terms of a physicality standpoint, they were literally like shoving him all the time.
Well, that's why that one time that the guy got yellow carded, Diarra, for basically, and from that point onwards, they kind of stopped. That was sort of the referee being like, okay, you had your fun, but this is actually against the rules, so let's move on. You know what I mean?
Sesko is coming off the bench for tactical reasons, but Yuck is off the bench because he's dropped. Now say I'm wrong. Yes, you're 100% wrong.
Actually disagree. Gyokeres was off the bench for tactical reasons today.
The reason why Gyokeres was off the bench today was because the idea was if we're playing an extremely low block, you want Jesus with the more tight link-up play in order to break the low block. He actually wasn't really that good with that anyway. Plus, by the time we brought on Gyokeres, the game opened up a little bit because we actually scored. So yeah, sorry, Luke, but you're wrong. I'm already looking for offside flag whenever Jesus is on call. yeah, Katan, that's 100%.
Oh my god, the referee, I could tell, like he was sitting there, he's pointing to the spot, and then he looks to his left and he's like, "Oh no."
yeah.
Oh my god,
dude! 3 clean sheets since losing to United. Arteta is the man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think our performances have just gotten so much better since the loss. It's really has woken us up, and I'm very, very happy about that. I disagreed with that tactic. Alderete and Ballard are huge. Would have preferred Gyokeres from the start.
I agree with him in that way. I think that Gyokeres could have had a hat trick today had he started.
Yeah,
like the way he dealt with those defenders so easily. Like he was getting spaces in this game into his preferred places to hit the ball where he runs into, and he actually was outpacing Ballard both of those times. Got me in the second time was on the counter attack, so he kind of just ran past him. But the first one, Balor kind of backed off a little bit, gave him that little pocket of space, which he likes to have, and he kind of fell into that shot. I felt like, yeah, Gyokeres could have had a bit, and even I think he had a chance to have a hat trick even late on as well.
Yeah,
but Martinelli tried to take it himself that time.
but it's fair enough. He kind of deserved to take the shot. And I want my forwards to try and take shots.
What I liked is that he squared it to Gyokeres.
Yeah, the first time.
He proved my point. He made up
about all those times when the goal that he stole from him against Kairat. What I will say is, in terms of recovery pace, have you noticed how fast Declan Rice is in recovery?
Oh, I've always noticed that. That's his thing.
But like his acceleration's actually off the chain. Like there are times in that game when Sunderland like tried to break, and it felt like they might have gotten something, and Rice just comes out of nowhere and just wins the ball back. Like he is fast.
I think this is a question for Cal.
Well, guys, what do you think of Julian Alvarez? I don't know whether he will fit up. Julian Alvarez would fit our system perfectly.
Yeah,
Julian Alvarez would be perfect for us, to be honest with you. Like he will come in, he will cook. Trust me.
Julian Alvarez has got that Jesus movement with the Gyokeres finishing.
And then his like if we play like Havertz and Alvarez, their link up play would be legendary. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, I think it seems to me like I'm talking about Havertz having great link up play with lots of players. I think it's something that I personally,
that's his best attribute.
Underrated in his absence. You know what I mean?
That's what he's supposed to be. Like he was always this kind of like false nine link up guy because his first touch is good and his game awareness is good. His off ball, because he gets into places to be off the ball. He gets into the pockets and he lays off the ball. Like he will facilitate for everyone. I think honestly, like I think he's our best 10.
I do. It's so hard to tell. I think he's our most informed 10. Because
like, I'm talking about even attributes wise.
If I know we've been like a bit critical of Odegaard recently, and you know he's got his own issues, but Odegaard, when he's at his best and he's super fucking confident, is still our best 10. Like I don't want to kind of like be recency bias in this and kind of go over that and disrespect him, go too far in the other direction. I think at the moment what we need the most is Havertz because he's quick and decisive and he does link up play very well. But Odegaard is a more creative player. He's a more skilled player on the ball overall. Like when he's confident in his peak, like
it depends on what Odegaard we're getting. It depends on if we're getting the Odegaard that wants to drop deep, which doesn't work because we already have Declan Rice and Zubimendi. So we have
I was thinking about,
or we get the Odegaard that wants to go
with Moreno's absence. We didn't speak about this on our last Anton and Cal show. We're talking about Moreno. Odegaard could fit into that 8 if we went to rotate.
Yeah, but like when you already have Zubimendi and Rice.
No, I'm saying, but you're not going to play Zubimendi and Rice every game.
But that means you're making Odegaard like a squad player.
I'm talking about in the games in which Moreno would usually. Well, maybe he is.
You see, like
I'm saying right now on form, Havertz is our best 10.
Yeah.
Overall, when everybody's at their best form, I still prefer Odegaard. If you can guarantee me Odegaard in his best form.
Best form Odegaard is like we see like a couple times a year now. It's
but that player is world class.
He is. He's world class when he wants to be. Like if he just stays up. Like if he all that, you know what I mean? I just want to respond to Luke here. Luke says, "You see the importance of Jesus in tight game against Forest, where you touch the ball 30 minutes. Please explain." I'll explain to you. Kai Havertz wasn't there. This is a problem that and this is a problem that we as Arsenal fans that we had. No one was helping him. No one was actually trying to link up play with Gyokeres. Like Odegaard, that was supposed to be his responsibility. And as captain, I would think that he would try to do that, but he wasn't doing that. The first game Havertz come back and is available. He plays the ball into Gyokeres so many times, and it's not like a long ball from Gabriel into Gyokeres. It's like actually like 1-2 touches trying to get Gyokeres in the game. It's not a coincidence. Even today, Gyokeres' first goal is a Havertz assist. This is if Havertz was playing against that Forest team, we would have won.
Yeah, we would have.
We actually have a lot of comments. Declan Rice is an absolute monster. 99s across the board. Better be on that FC26 card, dude. He's gonna get done dirty. Don't trust EA. Because Declan Rice has to recover for Zubi as well. That's because Declan Rice has to recover for Zubi as well. He doesn't have to recover for Zubi. A lot of the times he's covering for our left back. Like when we're playing Califury and MLS, that side of the pitch is actually left exposed because our left back is inverting, and then Declan Rice now has to, cover all that space because Declan plays on the left as a left-sided midfielder. So he's a lot of the times when he's trying to recover the ball, it's on that left side. So he doesn't actually recover for Zubi in game. Alvarez would fit like a golden glove. Yes, he would. I would actually agree with Cal. Havertz does have the footballing IQ. He does. And the thing is, when we're not relying on him to be a striker, like the main guy, I think we will. I mean, fans already love him. I think everyone would love him even more because he doesn't have to be a guy that scores 20 goals and is a one that has to take the final touch to get into goal.
Mm-hmm.
Havertz's movement is insane. It's helping to set up Gyokeres. Yes, it is.
Yeah. By the way, do you know who was also insane in this game and he doesn't get enough plaudits because he came off injured? It was Trossard. I thought Trossard was unbelievable.
Trossard has been so good for us this season. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
He had another amazing game today.
Yeah, he did. I wanted to do this for a second. Considering we're winging the show a little bit today because we had a completely other plan. We've scrapped it. I do want to go over some of our predictions from Friday to yesterday and kind of see how we panned out between the two of us. And I do still have the old graphics in that show, so I want to put them up on the screen now and kind of do a little bit of a review to this point. Yeah, thanks for that. All right, cool. So, that was all right. Yeah. So Cal went Leeds with a 2-1 win. So I think you got the win in terms of you say the win and I said draw. So I think I'll give that one to Cal.
1-0 Cal.
1-0 Cal. United against Spurs. I keep doing that, but I'll do it anyway. So I had 2-1 win. I wasn't far off. 2-1. You said 3-2. Basically a tie.
That's a draw. So let's say 2-1.
2-1.
Oh, we just
fine,
yeah.
2-1. All right. For the Arsenal game, Cal's bang on. He gets 2 points for this score and result. So that's 3-1. Then I get 1 for the results. I was 1 goal off. So 3-2. Wait, is it 3-2? No, 4-2.
Nah, that's like
4-2. 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2.
Because I gave you double points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bournemouth and Villa. Both of us picked the upset alert, but both of us said Bournemouth to win. It was a draw, so we got nothing for that.
Yeah.
Burnley against West Ham. Again, Cal gets 6. Cal's fucking doing great. I think wasn't it 2-0 the West Ham the game ended?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
they got obliterated. Yeah.
5-2 Cal. This one, Everton won. Wait, sorry. Wait, where am I? Literally.
Yeah.
Here we go. I went with a 1-1 draw. Cal went with a 2-0 win. I am closer, but both of us are wrong. Everton won.
Yep.
So, yeah, Wolves, Chelsea. Wait, you got 3-1? That was it.
That was the score as well. Yeah.
And we both got 2.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. I think I was only wrong for this.
And then Newcastle, Brentford. By the way, you said Newcastle to win. I said a draw. We're both wrong again. Brentford.
Jeez, I'm sorry. Newcastle, what's going on here? What is going on with ladies and gentlemen? What is happening with Newcastle? Oh yeah, wait up, hold up. I need to say big ups to Tone. You're always here.
Mm.
Big ups to you, my friend. Sup boys, come on, you Gunners. Big ups to Tone. Um, what's happening with Newcastle, ladies and gentlemen?
That's why I wanted to. By the way, both the Newcastle boys ducked the smoke this weekend. I tried to get them on here.
Dude,
I guarantee you they won. They would both have been here, both of them with chest.
I'm not sure both of them are chest. Oh well, they would definitely have chest, but dude, Newcastle, like we were saying, or at the start of the season, that Newcastle were in a false position. Are they actually in a false position?
No, I think we were wrong on that. Where we were all wrong.
I think
Terry was
Newcastle.
wrong. I'm going to tell Terry
Yeah,
that he was wrong.
everyone was wrong. They're exactly where they're supposed to be. Like, they're not good. They're really not good.
By the way, the Tonali links to us. Last time we were on this Cal and Anton show, bro.
Yeah.
There's something behind that. By the way, they continue to talk about that, and they're saying that he actually wants out in the summer. That he might be another Isak situation.
Yeah. Why would you want to stay at Newcastle? They're 12th. They've lost their last 3 league games.
Yeah.
They're just, and this the Eddie Howe hype. You remember, ladies and gentlemen, I had to listen to a Newcastle fan tell me that Eddie Howe is a better coach than Mikel Arteta.
I'm so happy to revisit all Arteta conversations in the summer.
This is the type of shit. Okay, this is the type of shit I am like when we win the league this season. I am so glad I don't have to listen to this shit anymore, bro. Like I have to listen to Eddie Howe is a better coach than Mikel Arteta. I have to listen to Unai Emery, the fraud. Fraud number 1 is better than Mikel Arteta, bro.
You know what I need? I need the cherry on top of the cake, Cal. I think you'll agree with me. When Saka comes back from his injury, I need him to bang and be one of the reasons why we win something.
Yeah. I
need that just for the fucking Bukayo Saka comparisons to everybody thing.
Dude, I'm a Diallo Saka conversations are back and around its ugly head again. Like, why is this a thing? Why do I have to listen to this?
I've never seen a young player as good as Down, so the future is bright. I gotta agree.
It is.
I don't remember a young player at his age. I mean, Lamine Yamal, but doesn't play for Arsenal. But
Goretzka over Tonali. I don't know about this one, bro. I think I take Tonali.
No, I mean Goretzka back when he went to Bayern, when he went from Schalke, I would have taken him at that point because of his age and because of his profile. But I think that ship is kind of sailed for me in terms of the value that he'd bring us versus a Tonali especially.
Yeah, Anton says Havertz is a good supporting cast, not the main character. I think he is. I think he is. When it's all said and done, Havertz is gonna be a cult hero.
Jake, I love you, and if Ash and Kane, I would have been shameless and jumped on the bandwagon with you here. But no, Tonali is an elite passer. I don't want to underrate his ability. I think just because they're struggling, we're not going to just kind of bully them a little bit and jump on them.
Eddie Howe tax. He's a fraud.
No, Tonali is an elite passer. He's one of the best, I think there is.
I'm sorry. So. When I look at the quality of players on that Newcastle team, them being 12th right now is an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute crime. Tonali, Bruno G, Ivan Voltamad, who is actually really good. Lewis Hall. They have good players on their team, and they like the quality that he has is pretty much. When I look at the people above them, they have a better squad than Bournemouth. They have a better squad than Fulham. They have a better squad than Sunderland. They have a better squad than Everton.
Well, I can tell you what I have them ranked in terms of my squad.
To be honest with you, I think they have a better squad than
I have them. They have a better squad than Man United as well. I had Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, then Newcastle. Tottenham, by the way, have a great squad. They just have nobody's fit.
Great squad.
No, in terms of when everybody is fit. I mean, I'm talking about you have James Madison, who hasn't even fucking played the whole year. Kulusevski's barely played the whole year. You got Kudus in there. I think Xavi Simmons when he's back up and running. You know, Van de Ven, Sar, Pedro Porro's out right now. He also is a great player.
Pedro Porro is overrated.
Again,
a lot of their players aren't that good. James Madison isn't that good even when fit. He flatters to deceive, does a lot of shit, you know, wastes a lot of time. Looks good, looks very good, but he's not effective.
Yeah, but they would be a better team if those players were all available. Like,
I mean, yeah,
they're not as bad as what they have. Maybe a year ago they were pretty shit too. They also had bad injury issues last year. So, but again, a lot of last year was Ange just giving up on the Prem altogether so they can go after the Europa League. So
yeah, this guy's trying to do Tottenham prop on an Arsenal stream. You believe this guy? Listen to this guy.
You know what? Tottenham prop. This is going to be my thing as a champion. Hassam's thing last year was, I'm going to pretend like I know more about football than everybody when I'm the champion. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give some charity compliments to everybody else, because I've been so chested, and I've had a thought about this for the last few days, because me and Cal are talking about it. It's like, Anton, you never give any rivals credit. I'm like, once I've won the league, I will give them as much credit as possible. I'll be a bank.
Yeah, but maybe like, let's not start with Spurs. Let's start with someone a little bit more. I don't know, man. Maybe, you know what I mean? Starting with Spurs is a bit. you know what I mean? Guys, just remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you like the content, as it helps us really well.
So I think today what we're mostly going to do is like a bit of a Q&A. You guys fill up the comment section, because we had to literally take our plan for today and throw it out the trash. So we literally are here unprepared. So guys,
so anything everyone in the chat.
Any guys want to talk about it in the chat, bring it up. We will spend time answering it for you guys today.
Yeah, big ups to everyone that's in the chat having conversations. Tone, Cup Chasers, who's Jake, Chris Antonio, and Kutan, Luke. Big ups to all you guys, because we're trying to build a community here, and every time people like are chatting and trying.
Yeah, Rambo was a badass at 16, and then fucking Ryan, I mean, this was a bit later, but then Ryan Shawcross absolutely fucking ruined him. But then eventually, after he came back with a vengeance. That year that we won the FA Cup, he was next level. I don't know, Cal, you weren't watching also back then, were you?
Nah, I didn't see much of him.
Yeah. Oh, that year he was like. He reminded me, that year Aaron Ramsey was like crashing the box and scoring in almost every single game. He was insane.
Dude, he's still playing football.
He like playing / coaching, I think, and stuff like that.
Wait, that player coach is
one of my favorite Arsenal players. Yeah, it's hard to find a comparison to Aaron Ramsey in terms of a modern day player. Like, I was going to say Declan Rice, but I would say no. Like, they're not completely different players. Because I'm just thinking about 8 who are good at Arsenal. And
I think Declan Rice is a bit of a unicorn. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, there's another player who again doesn't have a good he's not easy to.
And Declan Rice, you know what's the scariest thing about Declan Rice? It's that he's improving in real time. Like.
Yeah.
The guy
the one thing that Rice reminds me
of
Ramsey, though, is his late runs into the box. That's what I would say. And
also, have you noticed how vocal Declan Rice was against Sunderland?
Yeah,
I think he's shadow captain. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude.
Well, I mean Gabriel as well. By the way, Gabriel.
No. I mean like he's actually shadow captain.
By the way, when Eze was literally sitting at the free kick, right, you can hear actually on the commentary, you could hear Rice screaming at him.
Yeah.
Like I could hear his voice. I know what his voice sounds like, and I can see he goes Ebbs. You listening?
And he's also yelling at Eze to press, especially because Eze was kind of like on and he's chill. I think because we're winning the game, and he's like you need to go out there, you need to press, you need to like do stuff, because at the end of the day, also for a lot of these new players that we have, like Ebbs and stuff, like. They don't know that pain yet, Like Rice is one of our soldiers who has felt us like been in close title race, not winning the league. Like he's
Mm.
felt that. So, and some of the guys that we got this season, they don't know what that feels like. And Capie don't know what that feels like. Even Zubamendi doesn't know what that feels
I mean,
like.
can you imagine that for Zubimendi, all those years, Real Sociedad, playing in La Liga, watching, your Real Madrids and Barcelonas to dominate that league. His first time he leaves La Liga, he's going to win himself a Premier League title. I mean, and by the way, he's going to be a key contributor to it. I think like you,
Zubamendi.
I want to go up and no, I'm going to save this for. We are planning it to have a couple of Arsenal Alliance podcasts. I've been given promises by certain Dans who promised me they would be on before and didn't make it, and so now we're gonna get the two of them on at some point this week. Yeah, I spoke to both of them recently, so but I'm gonna save some of my clips that I've got of Negative Dan on AFTV for that because I want to fucking talk to that. That is.
Yeah, actually,
he went viral today. I'm so happy for him. Like he's Cal, both friends of both I and Cal, and I kind of feel like Dan's getting all the shine. And today, Negative Dan went fucking viral. It's like finally he gets out of his shell. Like he's like shed his his nervous Arsenal persona, and he's like all chested, and he gone viral. I'm so fucking pumped for him.
Yeah. Like, are we gonna have let's talk about Zubamendi.
He's gonna tell you, oh, I'm so sorry. You're right, Cal. Zubamendi is amazing. I'm like,
is Zubamendi the best signing of the summer across all leagues?
All leagues. Let's start with the Prem.
Let's start with the Prem.
Let's just go through who are the big signings and how they've been. I would say Hugo Ekitike. I mean, considering that as well, they bought Isak afterwards. By the way, my Isak take looks so fucking good, better by the day. I am going to go back on some of the stuff I said in the summer. I've done a video about it before, but some of the stuff I said in the summer was fucking spot on. And when I said that they wasted their time buying Isak when they could have gotten extra defenders because Ekitike was going to have more goals than Isak, and I was being told, Anton, you're being shameless, you're clowning. There's no way that Ekitike scores more goals than Isak. And like, not only does he have more goals, he's got 10 times the amount in the Prem. So plus, I think, yeah.
I mean, we all knew we all knew that like there was going to be an adjustment period, and we also all knew that Isak's injury prone.
Yeah. Okay. Another candidate, I would say. January signing that's made really a difference quickly is Antoine Semenyo at Man City, but another one from the summer is Ryan Shirky. I think he's made an impact at Man City. For Chelsea, I don't know. Does Esteval count? Because Esteval was bought a year earlier, but really.
Oh, but he only started playing this season.
Yeah. Because João Pedro as well, but I think Esteval is of those Chelsea guys, I'd say he's the most impactful one. For Spurs, I mean, Xavi Simons is starting to find it, but I wouldn't say he's anywhere near. I mean, considering where they are in the table, Newcastle's. I mean, Mbumo for Man United for sure. I mean, he's been amazing for them, and he's won them games.
Yeah.
Trying to think. They were falling further. Yeah, Granit Xhaka.
If I be honest with you, I think Xhaka is like the only one that's comparable to Zubamendi.
I mean, we played
in terms of impact.
Xhaka. Yeah. I mean, they drew 2-2. They won 3-1, but again, it's a different game, different part of the season. We're also at home.
I think Zubamendi has been like he's completely transformed
compared to all those ones. Do you think he's
Zubi has to be number one? Zubi is coming to the team, because for all those teams that you spoke about, first of all, those players aren't as consistent because Mbumo went through a couple months where he wasn't doing it under Amorim. Whether it was his fault or not, it was still during this season.
Ekitike was out until like November.
Yeah, Ekitike is playing like okay in a team that's doing really, really bad, who's not title challenging, who are extremely
Oh yeah, Le
underperforming.
Mans is a good one, but
Yeah, Le Mans is a decent shout, but in terms
Donnarumma, I
of
would have. They in fact that they leak goals
yeah,
like mad. So
I think because we're gonna win the league, and because he's gonna be, he's literally the best DM in the league right now. So, like he came from La Liga straight to the Prem, and he's already having the best season, the best DM season. Like there's no DM in the Prem that's better than him right now.
yeah, F
Like
Caicedo.
what
I
DM
I
is
would have
having
had
a
this
better
argument with
season?
Jesse. Who would have made speak for himself.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
screw Caicedo. Fucking Zubamendi knocked Caicedo out of the freaking cup. Like,
yeah, yeah.
no,
And not only
dude.
that, but
Oh, I'm
Caicedo
so
also
happy.
has a discipline issue. Also, Rodri came back. He comes back. They lose like 3 games. They like draw like 3 games and then lose a game.
By the way,
Like,
Rodri's eating bench during the World Cup.
yeah, yeah. It's Zubamendi all day,
I mean,
baby.
Zubamendi, Pedri, and who else would probably
Like
maybe
Rodri got injured.
Rodri
He's not
makes
this.
it.
He's not the same. He's not
Yeah.
the same guy. Like Zubamendi is
Maybe I'm just thinking off my head. I need more
right
Spanish guys.
now.
Guys, help me
Right
in
now,
the comment
yeah.
section.
Right now, Zubamendi is the best DM in the Prem. It playing in a team that's 9 points Clay at the top of the
You know,
table.
I'm just gonna go full shameless mode. I mean, I know I don't attempt fate because, by the way, if you think I'm hyped now, wait until if Man City lose. But we have the best midfield in the world. Best field pivot.
Oh, we have the best pivot. Yeah. I think if we had a better 10, I'd say we'd have the best.
By the way,
Like
what we can you can say if we have a better 10. On like I know we look at it through the lens of how they're playing for Arsenal, but if you look at it through overall, if you told
I need
me
more games.
years ago,
I need more
I got
games.
Odegaard, I got Eze, I've got Havertz, all
In terms
three
of
of
squad
those.
depth, no squad depth. Yeah, I'm talking about like starting. I'm talking about starting.
Yeah, Vitinha is.
Yeah, Coutinho's nuts.
Yeah, can you believe he played for
What?
Wolves? That's
Yeah. Imagine we had a chance to get Coutinho. We took Vieira.
oh my god. Oh, that's right. Oh fucking hell! By the way,
Dude.
even I then was hyped about Vieira. I got sucked in on the Vieira thing. I think it's because his name was Vieira. To be
What
honest,
Vieira and the other.
Vieira.
Dude. Oh man.
That's not even the worst that one we've done though. He
Yeah.
was Rio Miyaichi or Kylian Mbappe. That was what Arsene Wenger was presented with, and he picked Rio
Arsene
Miyaichi.
Wenger was. I'm sorry, but when I looked down the list of the people that Arsene Wenger like didn't like, he had the opportunity to sign like some of the best players we've ever seen, and just went like, no, no thanks.
He was at his parents' house.
Really?
Yeah, for Mbappe. Wenger. He was in their
Why?
living
So
room.
what didn't he see in Mbappe? Why didn't he like him?
I don't know. That's privy information. I have no idea.
F my life,
No.
Fabio Vieira. Yeah. Daman is the best Arsenal
Did
youngster I've ever seen.
Rio
I'm
Miyaichi
42.
even have a first
Really?
appearance for Arsenal?
Really, Chris? Is he actually? Because this is very
That's the
interesting.
youngster I've seen at Arsenal.
Because I'm always interested when I hear some of the Gunners with like just more experience than me. Because sometimes I take a look at some of our stuff. I'm like, this is the best
Jack
ever.
Wilshere was incredible before he got his injury.
Dude, Jack Wilshere, I saw the what he did against Barcelona. I was like, what the fuck? That kid was insane.
But you know, Max Dowman the part of it is that Dowman does need to also just kind of do the business. You know, he needs to kind of realize that potential. Because I can give you another example of somebody who maybe might not have been as talented. In fact, was very overlooked at that age, but now, of course, has gone on to be our talisman. That's Bukayo Saka. You know, I thought ESR before he had his injury spell also was really good. Like the type of performance he was putting up for our youth team, some of the goals that he was scoring, you see the highlight reels of that, ESR was tremendous talent.
It's so hard. Like with youth players, it's so hard because Eddie Nketiah was like supposed to be like a really, really good striker from our youth system, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes it
Obi
just
was a
doesn't
really good
translate.
striking for our youth system. He had one game where he scored 10 goals in one game.
Yeah, but he left to United, and his career is pretty much over.
That was
United.
stupid.
Chasing the bag, he wanted 30 grand a week.
Yeah, Zlatan did also try out. Yeah, and so did Cristiano Ronaldo tried out. Miyachi did play, but Kim Kallstrom did play. He did play, Jake. That was the year that we made the FA Cup run. He did play. I remember him playing. Wait, let me look that up. I'm pretty sure
Chris says Jack Wilshere wasn't as good as Dalman, more strength and pace.
I mean,
are you saying Dalman has more strength and pace?
Yeah, Kim Kallstrom played. Yeah, he scored.
Dalman, I'm not gonna lie to you. Dalman is like Zidane-esque in terms of.
That's right. He scored one of the penalties. He scored one of the penalties in the semi-final at Wembley that took us to the FA Cup. Kim Kallstrom.
I would say this about Dalman. When Dalman like dribbles, he looks like he's just walking with the ball, but he's fast with it. The ball is like glued to his feet. He's not jinky. He's just, it's something that like I don't see players do that. Like I have to look at old Zidane clips to see that shit, dude. Like when Dalman has that, this is what, and where if you're not an Arsenal fan, you think we're like you think we're insane, like you think we're crazy because, like I was on the football terrace a couple months ago.
Oh yeah,
and they gave me 4 players to keep all sell one, and my players were I think it was Saka, Saliba, Max Darman, and Declan Rice. I said sell Saliba, and everyone went crazy at me. And they were like, dude, why wouldn't you sell Darman? Why wouldn't you sell Darman? Like, dude, like you need to win the league now and whatever. I said, this is what I said. I said, Darman's literally has the potential to be the best player that we've ever seen in the history of the football club. This kid is not human. Like, this kid is insane. All we need him to do is stay healthy, stay positive.
Here, though, to be able to overturn what he's done.
I know, but like,
you know what I mean?
This kid is like, he was 15. He's like 15, and he's like, he came on against Newcastle, and he's just cooking them. And he's not jinky. He's just walking with walking with the ball. Just walking with the ball, and it's just. And I don't see that from anyone right now in football. Anyone. I don't see anyone doing that. And
again, he needs to realize that potential, though, for me. So the way I look at it is like he's a very talented player. But the reason I brought up names like Jack Wilshere or Bukayo Saka is they made it through to the first team. They became regulars in the first team. They became important players in those teams, and they made an impact for the right. Dalman needs to make that impact to start having those conversations. I think in terms of a
talk about potential
profile, potential, I haven't seen, but I always kind of get caught up a little bit in people who've actually done it. Like I don't want to like just shove Saka to the side and be like, oh, you know what?
No. I mean, we're not shoving Saka to the side, but I mean, like if I'm looking at the talent, like Dalman, like I'm not seeing adults do what he's doing, and he did it. And he did it coming on against Premier League teams.
Well, he's back. He's back to fitness, by the way. I think he'll play against Wigan next week.
I just don't want him to get too much taller, because because he's already 6 foot flat. I don't want him to get to Kai Havertz's height, because that's what happened to Havertz. Havertz got too tall. To be honest, that does affect you. It happens to a lot of really good players. Like for example, I don't know if you guys watch too much NBA, but Anthony
Davis.
Anthony Davis. He was a
Just got
point guard,
traded,
like,
by the way.
yeah, he was a point guard for most of his like high school career, and he
Mm.
was like 6'3". And one summer he shot up to 6'10", and so he was playing as point guard like for most of his high school, and then he just shot up to 6'10" in one
I
summer.
think that's
Had
the
to change
different
his
sport,
game.
but that's become the modern player. That's why these are the big men
Yeah,
right now in the are able to do so
yeah,
many things. Like Giannis literally just picked up a basketball, in basically in a rec league in Greece,
yeah.
had a scout there and be like, okay, but he wasn't doing anything. He just picked a basketball
Yeah.
and was just toying around with it, which is why he's so versatile, because of
Mm,
his size. Because
mm,
he didn't know about what position was. Wasn't drilled like a American
mm,
kid. He just says, "I
mm.
got a basketball. I can dribble. I can see everybody do." He saw I watched so many videos with Giannis, right? So he
Was
used
it
to
Wenger
watch
was
like
the one?
what?
Was Wenger the one that said that you can't train a footballer after they get to like after they reach like 14, you can't really teach them skills and stuff anymore? Was it him? Who said that?
I don't know if I believe that though. I think you
I
can.
swear it was it Wenger that said it? It was someone it was one of these big coaches back in the day was saying that, um you you get to a point where like in a youth player's development where you're not teaching them how to control the ball and stuff anymore. You're not teaching them technique. You're just teaching them
Mm.
other things like other intangibles, positioning and stuff like that. And I don't believe that either, to be honest with you.
Well, I think that if a player, wanted to had a drive to be great, he would try different things. He would, try to improve himself in different
Mm,
aspects of his game and his skills.
mm,
So I think that would be crazy if he stopped at 14 years old trying to
mm,
improve your game. But I can understand that. Like for instance, a good example is Eze. So Eze, he's got all the talent in the world, but what you can definitely tell, by the way, another where Anton was right, the reason why Ellie hasn't gotten game time is because Arteta is trying to improve his off-ball ability. You can
yeah.
see that. That's the stuff that they're angry about with him on the pitch, not him with ball to feet. It's about, hey, where are you at the free kick? Or hey, why aren't you in the right position and when in our defensive shape? Like that's the
Mm,
stuff that's keeping Eze out of the team right now.
mm,
You can tell that with what's going on immediately because on the pitch. It's actually hard to hide that. But yeah, we're now what Arteta does is he's brought in all these skilled players, these great 8 signings that we brought in. By the way, both the goal scorers today were Andrea Berta signings.
yeah.
So in
Also,
what was today's game.
based on
So
that as well, remember how we kept having this conversation? Arteta doesn't improve players. Zubimendi scored more goals. I think he's almost like he scored 16 goals before he came to
he
Arsenal
scored a
in his
goal in the
entire
Carabao
career.
Cup. He's got 5 in the league. Does he have any in the champs? I think he does have one in the champs. Does he have
Let's
one in the
see
champs or
Zubimendi.
no?
Like Zubimendi had 16 career goals in total before joining Arsenal. He's 27, by the way.
That's another reason. Yeah, I was saying that's so funny. Terry literally went at Ash today in his pre-match thing. Ash was
Nah,
like,
Zubimendi has 6 goals in all comps.
yeah. So he's got the
Zubimendi,
one in the League Cup, the Chelsea one, and then he's got the 5 league goals. Yeah,
yeah. So in
yeah.
other words, he has basically almost in one like the season's not finished yet, but he's by the time the season ends, he would have had half his entire career output at Arsenal. Like Arteta is kind of nuts. Say what you want about him. He hasn't taken anything across the line just yet.
Oh my god.
He's like, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, he's coming home with a trophy this season.
Yeah.
And he is one of the best coaches in the world. He just is. At this point, like you can't with what he's doing to players, the way he's improving him, the way we're seeing Rice transform before our very eyes, the way we're seeing Zubimendi come in and he is a better player than he was at Sociedad. He just is. No one was talking about Mikel Moreno before he joined the Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? He's taken players like Mascara, who was like unknown, turned them into like one like almost like a semi superstar overnight. That's coaching people,
Mm.
so like the idea that, and this
But like
version of Trossard is
the
probably the
development
best
in
version of
Madueke from the start of the year to now is also
yeah.
insane. If you
Yeah.
don't
Madueke
realize.
is a different player than he was from when he joined us.
Yeah.
He still needs to work on that decision making a little bit, but his set piece deliveries improved tremendously.
Yeah. I mean, he scored
Tremendously.
at an Olympico last week. So
Yeah.
actually,
3 goals
I
in the
want to talk
Champions League,
I want to
1
talk a
goal
little bit more. I feel like we haven't spoken
in the
enough
Prem.
about this game. I do want to feel like we need to give our little bit of our match reactions or reviews to this game, because we spoke about it a lot on our last pod when we had Jake in here, but the preview to it, and we had a little bit of an argument about how much pressure we're under or whatever. Can you give me your reaction and your analysis to what you saw in this game, Cal? Like just to kind of like zero in on it for a bit.
Yeah. Before I go, I just need to just grab some water. I'll be right back. I'm dying. And just big up to Boxy. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you here.
Yeah.
Just be right back, guys.
Yeah. So Cal is gone. Yeah. So man, what a good feeling. By the way, I just want to go back on. Did I end up putting the poll in? I didn't. So I'm going to put it in now for you guys. So I'm going to say 6, 7. All right, cool. So I'm starting a poll. How confident are we of winning the league out of 10? The options are option 1 between 1 and 5, between 6 and 7, 8 and 9, or 10. And yeah, I want to know what you guys all think about now, because I just think we're in this point. I feel like we're in the twilight zone. We're like somewhere here in the middle between our results and Man City's result. For me, if Man City go ahead and win tomorrow against Anfield, I'm not saying this title race is done, because I think that would be a shot in the arm for them. They would have beaten them twice. That would probably be something that would lift their levels and kind of get them away from that bad run that they were having, and it could be something that would spark a winning run for them. I'm not going to lie, that I still think that possibility is still in the cards. But if Liverpool were to win, I feel like they would be done, and I'll be doing this. This is what I'll be doing if Liverpool were to win. I'm going to do literally, I don't know about you guys, but question. I want to see Jake. Is singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" before the game, is that too shameless? Because I'm just wondering if, like, that's really kind of backing the what's the word I'm looking for here? The cause, backing the cause, really ready to go all in for the cause. But yeah, I just think, we're just sitting in this place right now where I'm just like, I want to really kind of come out here and be super filled with chest. Here he is. He's done it. But I'm waiting to see what happens. Cup Chaser goes, you can never be too shameless. Just be careful. Let's not get caught singing when the Spurs go marching in. I'll allow the "You'll Never Walk." No, I ain't singing. I didn't need, that was the one team.
I'm sorry. Can I just say this? The Spurs song is the worst song in the Prem. Even when I'm playing like FIFA and I'm playing in career mode and I have to listen to "When the Spurs Go March," no one wants to be in the number when the Spurs go marching in. No one wants to be there. No one. Not even you guys. No one wants to be there.
And by the way, Southampton actually makes sense. It's when the Saints go marching in. That's actually the actual name of the song.
When the Spurs go marching in.
Cal, actually, before you answer my earlier question, before you went off to grab sunglasses and a water, is it too shameless to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" before the game? Like, just with all the Liverpool fans, get our scarves out. Walk on, walk on.
They're not walking alone. I'm walking with them, baby.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? You kidding? You goddamn right. You never walk alone. I'm right there, baby.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Phantom. By the way, I don't want to honestly, I've been doing this thing where I've really backed United's opponent, and it's been working for me. City's opponent, and it's been working for me. But Liverpool fans are weirdly triggered by everything we do in terms of our singing.
Some of
You
them.
copied our song. Oh, we do You Never Walk Alone. You guys did North London Forever. Oh, that's so cringe. Oh,
What? You can't have a
the Eze
song?
song is actually the what's his name? The Italian guy who plays for them. Who's the Italian, the right winger again? What I'm talking about. Oh yeah, the Chiesa song. Oh, boo, ale, 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 that's ours.
Wait, Chiesa has a song?
Yeah, that's the Eze song.
Really?
I don't know the actual lyrics. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I'm apparently
I don't know. What about the Gyokeres song? Is that some copying them as well?
That is our original. That's an original banger.
That's actually a pretty good one, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I love it. By the way,
Sweden. The girls are very nice.
Watching everyone, it's so funny. Like, because I've been on the Gunas therapy, and if any of these guys who are in here all the time has probably seen me as well. A lot of the regular panelists there, Dan, Hugo, I've been fighting the good fight when it comes to the Gyokeres thing, right? And all of a sudden, all these guys who gave up on him, very public, not just gave up on him, but like insulted him on stream, are now singing the Victor Gyokeres song. Like, for me, I'm sort of like, do you guys just jump on my bandwagon right now? Or
they jumped on the bandwagon because he's scoring goals, baby. And to be honest with you, I like it. Like, I to be honest with you, I was pissed off last week. When I'm hearing Arsenal fans say, I don't like how Gyokeres. I'm still hearing it right now. I don't like how Gyokeres looks, but the manager's getting him to do something. Shut the fuck up, man. He's doing his job. He's here to score goals.
Bro, here's some facts. And I do want to hear your analysis on the game, because I've been on the terrace. I also made our reel earlier, the match reaction. So I want to hear Cal's match reaction, which is, I think, crucial for me, because I really want to hear it. Been wanting to hear it for about 12 hours plus. But before I can get into that, Gyokeres, I was doing the math, is on pace for 21 goals in all comps. So for all the guys who are like, oh, Gyokeres is barely going to get above 10, you're not happy with Gyokeres' production. I heard a lot of people saying if Gyokeres gave me 20 this year, they'd be happy with it. My co-host,
if he ends this, if he, how much does he have in the Prem right now?
He's got
8.
Does he have 8? He's got 13 in all.
Yeah, I think he has 8 in the Prem. So getting 15 in the Prem would actually be huge, but that's actually a really that he'd have to be banging to get like another 7 in the remaining games, which, to be honest with you, probably wouldn't even be too much to ask. But let's say he ends up, let's be positive to say he ends the season with 15 goals in the Prem and another 10 in the other competitions. I don't think that's unreasonable.
25
goals.
21 is what he's on pace for. I think he'll probably end up around that.
I think he might, because he will score in bunches.
Like he does. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
he will have. I'd mark my words. He will have a hat trick before the season ends in one a game. And if we play Sporting in the Champions League, it will be one of those games.
Yeah. So I think if he ends the season with like 15 goals in the Prem and 10 goals in all comps, it's definitely, and we win the league, which we probably are going to do. That's a resounding success.
Mate, the last striker to win the league for Arsenal wore his number, and he's sitting over my shoulder. So that's why I'm never going to say, oh, hey, it was a failed signing, because he came in. We needed a striker to make the difference, and if he does it in the end, regardless of how it looked at the start, this is my thing. That's why I've always never, ever, 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 even though I got so much peer pressure from everybody, it was you guys don't even understand behind the scenes. It was even more intense than on screen, the peer pressure I was getting to give up on him. I'm so fucking happy I never did. I'm so fucking happy I never did. I'm actually going to take a massive one of these for that. I'm going to take this opportunity to do that.
Where Anton was right.
All right. On that note, though, Cal, you give me your take on the game.
My take on the game. Okay. First of all, Southampton played a lot braver than I thought they would.
Southampton,
They were
Sunderland.
Southampton, Sunderland. For fuck's sake, we've been saying Southampton. Talking about Southampton. But Sunderland played braver than I thought they would. Um, they actually weren't in a low block. They were in. They were actually pressing us. They were like in a mid block, and they would press in bunches, and that made us really uncomfortable. I think, dude, dude, that ref is an absolute like. He was letting them get away with everything. It was like one of the Newcastle games where, they kept just throwing us all over the place. Like freaking Brubby put Madueke in a headlock and
Oh
didn't
my
even get
god!
it wasn't even a foul.
By the
Like it
way,
was
I've seen that again. Originally, when I watched it, by the way, okay, there are lots of by the ways, so I'm gonna have to make up for all of them. Number one, the commentator was so shameless from the beginning. He was like, "No, there's not. That shouldn't even be a yellow." And then when he got a yellow, he goes, "Well, there's no
disgusting.
way it's a red." And then when the referees upheld that it was a yellow, he goes, "I don't even know whether they're checking for a red." And but
Because it studs
I've
up
seen it
on the
in replay.
chin.
Yeah,
You
it's just as
absolute
much the
fraud.
same as Romero's tackle on Casemiro today. And Romero got sent off for that shit.
And Romero didn't mean it. It was just a crunching tackle and it was reckless.
Yeah, but probably didn't mean it either. But he was a crunchy tackle and it was reckless.
Exactly. Red all day, every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tone is correct. They were using rugby tactics, and also, and they made us
Ballard,
uncomfortable.
literally rugby tactics, like he was like kicking off into is it
Ballard, like relax. And yeah, we were very uncomfortable. But we were winning the duels. I think big ups to Saliba because he had to like manage Brubby the entire game, which
he
isn't
struggled a bit
easy.
though. He did struggle
Yeah,
for a little
isn't
bit.
like Brubby was literally trying to buy fouls. He was trying to get Saliba like booked. And Saliba actually did get booked pretty early on there, but he managed to make Arteta show trust in Saliba, kept him on the entire game. And it worked. Like Saliba was disciplined and didn't let Brubby get to him. And it was frustrating because we weren't in control like I wanted us to be. I was getting annoyed, but in the end, the team fought and they, was started to take shots from outside the box. We saw the Declan Rice shot and the Zubamendi shot, which was like very similar to the Declan Rice shot in terms of positioning. Trossard was actually doing a lot. I thought Madueke was wasteful today. And honestly, people were saying he had like this amazing game. I thought he was wasteful today. I didn't particularly like that Madueke performance. I think Trossard had the very, very good performance.
I feel like the
And
Madueke
yes,
performance was by design. I was listening to James talking about it afterwards. He had all the other front four basically with Jesus on the pitches before Gyokeres comes on. Basically, kind of all constantly be rotating and switching positioning. You saw how Trossard was all of a sudden just like moving to the opposite side of the field, like from really early on. That Havertz chance came from Trossard almost going all the way out to the right hand side, but Madueke never moved. And I felt like it was almost by design, is what James was saying. But like
I'm talking
how
about
he tried to
output.
keep
I'm not.
Madueke kind of stuck, on the doing the same role over and over and over and over and over again. And everybody
I'm
else
talking
kind of
about
moving
output.
around.
I'm talking about output. I'm talking about the final delivery.
Yeah.
I thought he got by his player, but then he crossed the ball and no one was around, or you know what I mean? Or, maybe he wins a corner, but we don't score off the corner. So it was like, it wasn't like a terrible performance. It just wasn't my favorite Madueke performance because I'm judging Madueke based on the best version of Madueke that I've seen. I'm not saying Madueke had a bad performance. I'm judging him based on what I've seen him when he plays at his best, and I didn't think this was his best game. But for example, I thought Declan Rice was playing up to his best in terms of his standard. Zubamendi, that was a 10 out of 10 performance right there. Havertz, I actually wasn't keeping track of Havertz too much that game, to be honest. I only remember Havertz when we were already up. Like once we scored that first goal, I felt like Havertz was getting into more spaces and was finding a little bit more joy. after
I
we
feel like
scored the first goal.
Havertz. You know what's interesting? Not to cut you off. Just a side note about behind what you're saying is I find it interesting that Havertz. People talking about how he's unlocked Gyokeres, but I think having watched Havertz play with Jesus, I don't think Havertz really appreciated Jesus kind of like wasting a few of the chances that he was giving. And I think felt like Havertz was a little bit frustrated by that. And the minute Gyokeres came on, it was like clicked right away. It's almost as if there's an appreciation there from both sides. I really think this is what I'm trying to tell everybody about Gyokeres. This is really the game where he's really well and truly arrived. This is this is what Gyokeres is going to look like in an Arsenal shirt.
And the thing
He's
is,
making the runs that he does. He's getting in behind. He's looking
Jesus is too
he's
similar
looking
to
target on the
Havertz.
ball. Yeah.
Jesus is too similar to Havertz. It's like Havertz is the false nine guy, which you can play as a 10. Jesus is also a false nine guy. So you have like Jesus and Havertz like doing the same thing in the same spots. So, but like Gyokeres is, he's staying up there. His job is to hold up the ball, and because he's just staying there holding up the ball, now Havertz has all this space to work with, and they weren't even on the pitch. I think they were on the pitch for like 10 minutes together today because Havertz got subbed off for Eze like almost as soon as Gyokeres scored the first goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm sorry, the Havertz Gyokeres link up is really, really good. You know what I'm saying?
Changed honestly.
Like to the point where even
from the end of Manchester United to this game, let's say if the results go away tomorrow, and we will say we will circle that was our most important period of the season. It's so funny, kept calling Kairat a dead rubber, and it still would have been a dead rubber. But that game will hold so much more importance in the story of our season than people will even realize, because that was a game where we found something. We found a game plan that would push us towards the run that was the most important run in the season.
Jesus is an offside merchant. Yeah, him being offside that much was annoying, and yeah. So like as I was saying, so yeah, I think it was a really good performance.
Yes, you did, Tone. By the way, yes, you did. You where Tone was right.
Tone was right again. Actually,
yeah,
Tone's actually right a lot. Yeah, he actually is. Do we need to do a where Tone was right graphic?
I gotta get a cat where Cal was right graphic as well for sure.
Oh yes, I have a PG. Big ups to you. You always say.
I think Trossard's okay. He seemed to just kind of get up on his own power, walk off. He just seemed pretty chill. I saw him like clapping around after the game. He didn't seem like he was too bad. I think it was like a bit of a shock, like a impact. Like sometimes when you get hit by impact and you kind of suffer a little shock for a little bit. I think Trossard will be fine. And if he's not fine, then we can finally try my Eze on the left experiment. So
yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the game, to be honest. And I think that was a champion's performance. That was a champion's performance, I'll say.
Okay, now I see it.
Bossadinho.
Yeah, that's. I won't tell anybody who this is, but me and Cal are letting on the secret of who Dark Tales in the Night is. But now that like I've been told, I can never look back.
Yeah. And guys, please remember to hit that like and subscribe if you want to support us.
We are going to need to wrap up the show soon because it is getting very, very late.
It's pretty late. It's like almost after 11 for you.
Yeah, but before we go, we're going to have a lot. We are due to the many people who didn't make our shows in the last couple streams. We're going to actually have a lot more streams now being planned for the week that hopefully make up for those. So we're going to have an opportunity to kind of talk about what's moving forward, going ahead. I just want to talk a little bit about this game that's coming up, Liverpool against Manchester City, before we head out, and kind of what are we expecting from this game and what are the implications for us? I think it's almost kind of obvious, but I just do kind of want to touch on it before we head out.
Yeah, I feel like if Liverpool, even if they play a little below the level, they still win the game. Liverpool at Anfield, I think it's too much of a task. But what I will say this right now, Manchester City, they're a cornered rat. Okay, they're cornered, and they're going to retaliate. This is do or die for them, and they know it. They know if they go 9 points down, that their hopes of winning a league is all, almost all but like completely annihilated,
They would
because
need to go
Arsenal,
perfect. They would need to
we're
go
not
perfect.
we're not slowing down, you know. And after that imperious performance by us, and it's looking dark. So they're gonna be like a cornered animal. Expect something weird from Pep, maybe. Like, I don't know what it is, but I still think, despite despite the kicking and screaming that our Man City are going to do in this game, I think they still lose the game.
Mm.
I
Well,
still
I'll
think
say
they lose
this
the game.
is the last time. I said this to Cal backstage before we started the show. This is the last game where I'm going to be shamelessly, going for the teams that play Manchester City if City were to lose. Because after this is the mode I'm going to be in. I'm actually kind of doing the maths now. So we're on 56 points. City
Yep.
are on 47. If they were to lose, they would still be on 47 with 13 games to go. So what's 13 times 3 is 39, plus 47 is 86. Okay. We right now are on 56. So we would need 10 wins out of our last 13. That'd be the countdown from 10
Yep.
for when we're the champions. And that is, for me, I've said it kind of shamelessly with Cal, and he's sort of like, dude, you're being disrespectful. But I'm actually curious to see if you agree with me now. If Liverpool win tomorrow, we are moving from worrying about Manchester City to just counting down the amount of wins we need to make it official. Do you agree? That's our next focus.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
9 points clear with 13 games left. Come on.
See, I'm not even going to be counting the gap at this point. I'm just going to be like, we need 10 more wins. We need 9 more wins. And by the way, every single time that they drop points again, that
gap will decrease.
That magic number becomes even smaller. I would call magic number, right?
Yeah.
So that's all it would do. It would just make it quicker to the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I don't even look at it anymore at this point, because that mentality is what we need when we play in the Champions League, because we'd be like, okay, we've got 8 games left to go in the Premier League. We're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, right? Our magic number right now sits at 6, right? Well, I got 2 games that I can burn. Maybe I'll rotate because I got a big Champions League game that I must win now in the next week. I can burn one of those 2 now. That type of,
to be honest, the games that we're playing in for the second half of the season, dude, it's like if I'm gonna bring up that fixture list, right? Just give me a second. Oh, it is.
But I'm saying that, by the way, this is if
we play Brentford.
If they win tomorrow, we're talking about a different scenario. But
yeah, I know. But like, we play Brentford away next. I'm only doing Prem games, boys. Brentford away, which is actually probably one of our more difficult games. But Brentford away, Wolves away, Tottenham away, Chelsea at home, Brighton away, Everton at home, Bournemouth, Bournemouth away, Bournemouth at home, Manchester City away, Newcastle at home, Fulham at home, West Ham at home, Burnley at home, Crystal Palace. Like, our last 4 games of the season are actually taking a piss. Our last 4 games of the season: Fulham at home, West Ham away, Burnley at home, Crystal Palace away. Like, are you kidding me? Even if Manchester City are like 3 points behind us, those are the teams that that we're playing.
So the magic number is 10. The magic number is
Manchester.
really 6,
this is Manchester City's last 4 games: Everton away, Brentford at home, Bournemouth away, and Aston Villa at home is their last game. Like, dude, like, we got the hard games at home.
So you would say that we're saying the magic number is 10, but the magic number would be really 6. because you think that those last 4 games.
I think,
right? No,
like, to be honest with you,
good to
maybe I'm
still
just
win
looking at it
them.
wrong. If like a 6-point gap, let's say, we're a 6-point gap with 4 games left, like there's no way that they win. They're not going to win all their games.
Mm. Well, I'm thinking about it. If Burnley and West Ham can get confirmed relegated before we play them, that would be so good because those games become harder if they're fighting for survival. Those last, you know what I mean? Like those teams are fighting for survival. I mean, at the same time, though, we're fighting to just maybe end the season and win the Premier League. I think that's even more initiative. So it'll be.
I'm sorry,
I still think
Burnley,
it'll be
West Ham.
interesting.
I don't care how much you guys fight. You're not beating us.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Cup Chase. By the way, not to ruin the tiers, which are going to be out earlier this week because the games fucking start so quickly up again. Yeah, I'm eliminating Burnley from the tiers. They're definitely going down.
Well, Burnley is they're down.
They're definitely down. It's about that last spot now for me, and because Forest lost to Leeds and for West Ham have cut that to 3, that's now definitely open. That last
Forest
spot
might actually go down, which is hilarious. Wolves on 8 points for the season. 8 points. Burnley on 15 points. Wolves, you are absolute rotten.
Yeah,
absolutely
as
rotten.
Cupcake saying, by the way, he said that's the ticket. Having a gap when we have Paris away in the champs will be important.
Yeah, but we will.
Oh my God, Jake! I actually had this thought. They're only 6 points above West Ham.
Nah, they're not going down.
Oh my God, if they went down and we won the league, that would be the best year ever.
They're on 29 points. They're not going down.
Yeah, I know. That's what that's what the Cupcake. Although, to be honest, there's a bit of part of me that'd be like on the low key missing North London derbies. Like it's like an important part of our season. Like
the reason I would miss North London derbies is because we don't get a free 3 points.
Yeah.
It's not a free 3 points,
Yeah, I know. See, we're talking with a lot of chess today. So I'm just really, really hoping Liverpool fucking get it done. Anyway, guys, we do have to end this stream at this point. So thank you everybody for being. You guys were here from even before, and we were having to kind of do a last minute switch backstage. You guys were all just sitting there waiting for us and didn't piss off anywhere, and I really appreciate that. So big ups sincerely to all of you guys. Every single one of you guys were in here, showed us like this is why we pump the content out for you guys, because you guys are so loyal to us and we fucking love it. Honestly, it's amazing. It's why we didn't go, hey, our guest didn't show up, let's just scrap the show. We were like, no, the show must go on because the people are waiting. And so we appreciate that. That is never going to be something that we are going to underappreciate whatsoever. So big ups to everybody in the chat, exactly as Jake was saying. Big ups to the chat, guys. You guys are literally the best, honestly.
100%.
Anyway, guys, we got to head out of here. Come on, walk on with open your heart. You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. All right. Oh my God. Someone's gonna clip that up.
Come on, you Liverpool.
I think it's YNWA. Is that what they say?
Yeah, they say.
I'm trying to learn all this Liverpool lingo.
You never walk alone. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will see you hopefully later on in the week. We're gonna have our own videos coming out, and hopefully it's after a Liverpool win. Come on, you Reds.